Dustrunner, I hope it will fit, but I'm pretty sure it will. I think I set up the camera in such a way that Dustrunner would fit, because it takes up quite a bit of space. So let's see. Alright, there we go. And this game is pretty interesting because, look at this, we have like these, we have these little minis here actually, of these little like vehicles, which is pretty cool. It's kind of cute. Okay, so let me just start setting everything up. The rules, we don't really need them. So first we have like, so what we are doing here, this is like, think of Mad Max, right? And we are trying to like get through the wasteland, to the end of the wasteland right there without being caught by the raiders. That's kind of what we're doing. So let's shuffle these up here. And then we will just put them in any order here. And yeah, it fits pretty much exactly. Okay, there we go. And then we choose one of these vehicles. I always choose like this smaller one here. I think that's pretty cool. Put that on the S and they go on the R. And then we have like a few trackers here. So first of all, we have our car, and this is cool. It's like three cards that assemble the car, and you can turn this over, and like first of all, the car model also actually looks differently then. You see, that's really cool. And the other thing is, this one here, for example, is the harder side because there's only 10 health. Here we have 12 health, but we also have less victory points. Let's see. I think with health we can work. So let's take less health, but let's take a little bit more damage and also more ammo like this. So we have like the easy sides, and here we have the harder side. And I think like this it works pretty well. I think that's fine. And then we also have our tracker here, where we put like our victory points, because victory points are pretty interesting. These are these stars here, and we can get also more victory points when we defeat enemies, and also when we like go over these stars here. These are always like the longer routes, but they give us victory points. At the end there is like a ranking here in the rules someplace, right here, like a ranking, but also we can use victory points in game to redraw a resolution card. So we can actually use the victory points in game, which is pretty cool. That's something that I haven't seen very often before. Oh man, it's way too hot. Horrible. And I always have to like close the blinds when I record or when I go live, and then put on my studio lights, and that makes it even warmer than it already is, you know. You're saying, and 20 Games is saying cool car. I agree. And 20 Games is also saying that's a nice way to include a difficulty adjustment. Yeah, I think so. And Didi is also applauding the interesting modular design here. I really agree. And Emma is interesting in the gameplay because she hasn't gotten the game yet. So yeah, I'm excited to show it to you. So we have like 3 decks here. Let's start with the modification deck. What we do with the modification deck is we shuffle that up, and then we just draw a card. And that is the first modification. That is the cloak. You may discard this card to avoid a single combat. That is pretty good. So you can just discard that at some point to avoid one combat. And then we can turn this over and choose one more. We can avoid the encounter with the dust worm. That one is pretty good. We can subtract 1 damage from all raider attacks. But if a raider ever draws a resolution card with an attack value of 3, your shields are destroyed. That is not bad. What I also like is this one here. The Nitro Boost. You may discard this card to move 2 spaces, but you lose 2 health. The win condition is to get to the F. To get right there. What does F say? What does F mean? I think finish, I guess. We need to get all this way over here. So actually we don't want to fight. We want to like drive as quickly as possible, but we only have limited fuel, right? That's something to keep in mind. So that's why this is not bad, because we can use this once to move just 2 spaces. But we also lose 2 health. And we are playing with less health, so I'm not sure. Stable Trek, when in the crags, that's like one of the cards, you may move 2 spaces instead of 1. That's not bad either, actually, right? We need to be lucky to draw that card, but yeah, okay. Target lock. Whenever you spend 3 ammo to attack, you may add 2 extra damage. That is pretty nice. but we don't have that much. Yeah, we have okay ammo. Whenever the raiders are to advance, you may discard this card and the raiders will not move. Okay. And if your enemy gets initiative in combat, you may draw again for a new initiative, but must take the new results. Let me think. The shields, the nitro boost, and the stable tracks are pretty cool. I haven't played with the stable track yet, so I think I will take this one. It's very situational, but let's just take this one and just hope that we can get to the crags at some point. Okay, and these we shuffle up and put them here because we are able to get more modifications later on, maybe. So, and then we have the resolution deck. We will also shuffle that up. That is pretty much like this, determines like everything, the outcome of everything. I will show that to you in just a bit. I usually put that here, so we have room for a discard pile over here. Oops! Now I destroyed everything. That is wonderful. Well done, Sir Thecos. And here we have our encounter deck. So we also shuffle that up. So the artwork in this game is really cool. I enjoy Jason Glover's art, but in this game I think it's some of the coolest artwork. All right. There we go, and that is almost, not quite, but almost the setup. I put these 2 dice usually up here, and then we have like all of these. So we have full ammo, we have full fuel, we have full health. We have, how many victory points do we have? 2, 3, 7 so far. At the moment we have 7 victory points, and we do that like here, tens. We have 0 tens, right, and 7 ones. That's 7 now. It's a little bit confusing because usually I would put the 1s on the left and the 10s on the right, but apart from that, that's fine. And ta-da! That is the setup of Dustrunner. Can I still put that in here? Not really. You will just have to remember that this is Dustrunner. Alright, there we go. Kiar Thurain is saying, I still haven't unboxed my copy yet, but I totally love the theme. Yeah, the theme is really cool. Definitely, I agree. And Didi saying, Sir Thecos, the Destroyer. Well, I don't know yet. Let's see. I'm not quite sure. Let's see if we are the Destroyer. The player turn. And 20 Games is saying, wait, what's the game called again? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. You're just trying to mess with me. Okay, that was a good one. I was about to put the box in front of the camera again. But no, we'll not do that. All right, so... Spice Hoarder, yeah, exactly. So what we do is we have a similar game mechanism to Tin Helm. If you have watched my video, or if you just know the video, we draw 1 card face up and 1 card face down. And then we decide either we need to do this card or we discard this one and do this card instead. These are raiders that we need to fight. I definitely don't want to fight a raider right in my first turn. I want to get ahead. So I will discard this one here. And then I will do this one, which is also raiders. You see, I'm very lucky in games. You know that, and that is pretty bad because, when you encounter raiders, like with your second card that you turn over, then they are always stronger. So the health you see right here, either 2 or 5. Since that is the second card we turned over, it's 5. So they have 5 health plus that die right there. They have 10 health already in the first turn. You gotta be kidding me, man. That is horrible. Okay, well, all right. And there you see who starts. There's like this helm. This helmet means that we start. There can also be like a face with like a purple mohawk. Then the raider would start. So we start. That's fine. We do always 2 damage, right? Plus how much ammo we spend. For each ammo we spend, we can turn over 1 card of the resolution deck and count up these skulls. That's how much damage we do plus the +2. We need to do 10 damage, which is a lot. So I think I will spend 3 ammo to draw 3 cards. So we do 0 damage. Morph is just saying, so for all games started horribly today, but you still won. Look how horrible we start now. 0 damage, 2 damage. That's only 3 damage. That is not a whole lot. +2, that's 5 damage only. That is pretty bad. That is really bad. And the enemies do the same thing. You look at like how many stars, purple stars they have here. You might not be able to see it on camera too well, but it's like 1 star. So they draw 1 card and do 1 damage. Like the same thing that we did, right? So we receive 1 damage. And that's it. Now we continue the fight until the raiders are down. So now we have drawn all the bad cards. So I suppose 2 ammo is enough. Right? I hope so. So we do. Oh, come on. Come on. That is... N20 Games is saying you didn't yell witness me, but come on. I'm happy that I didn't yell that because it would be really, really embarrassing. 2 damage plus 2, that's 4 damage. That's 1 missing. Okay. In case we lose now, we will just restart the game. I mean, come on. This is... Alright, and now it's the raiders again. The raiders will do... Let me guess, now the 3 damage comes out. Of course. Of course. 1, 2, 3. Ah, come on. This is horrible. And now I will not use any ammo because I just do damage, right? So I just do damage and the raider is gone. This is horrible. Oh my... I seriously. So, what we do now? Now we get loot. I hope we get health and ammo. So first of all, we get that loot that is depicted down here. And that is ammo right here. Right? That is an ammo crate, so we get 1 ammo. That is good. And now we usually turn over the resolution deck. And then if that moon is the same as that moon, which it is, then we receive that loot as well, which is another ammo. But that only applies if the raider was the first card we turned over. But we turn over the second card, so we receive that extra loot anyway. Doesn't matter if the moon matches, but I just want to show you how that would work. Oh, Didi is saying same old thing. This is going just fine. Yeah, exactly. So this is like how a turn works. We have not moved 1 bit. And one thing that is really bad is we haven't moved at all yet. And the raider on that card here, that last resolution card that we drew, you see like a number there. And this is how much the raiders now move. If the raiders catch up to us, we lose, right? This could have been a 2, and then we would have an instant loss. Just saying. Just in case you're interested to know. Okay. Alright. That went as bad as it could. I mean, couldn't have gone any worse. Alright. So let's see. That would be another battle. And this spybot, we cannot battle that one. Because the spybot will actually make the raiders move. It will not damage us. It will just make the raiders move. So no. We cannot work with that one. Oh, another raider. Oh no. No. We lose, right? I think we lose because the raiders will move. Wait, let me check. Are there cards with 0 movement? I think there are. Yeah, there are. Okay, so we could be like ultra lucky. So usually there are cards in here that are not that are not combat, but it actually says like spend 1 fuel to move 1 space, which you would need. I don't know what's down there, because I could also use my cloak in order to discard this to avoid that combat, and then we just draw this card. And oh no, but then they also won't move if you avoid combat, I think. Right. You know what? I will use my cloak. Discard this one. And that means I will just avoid that combat. So they also won't move. Now let's hope for a movement card. There it is. We have a movement card. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. You are saying that it's quite dramatic here, and kind of wondering how a single human being can be that unlucky. And Didi was saying the same thing with Yuzi Cloak. Yeah, exactly. That was the only thing. Imagine we wouldn't have had the cloak. Then we probably would have lost immediately in the second round. So, okay. Spend 1 fuel to move 1 space. Yes, sir. So, spend 1 fuel, move 1 space. That's our goal, right? Fighting is not our goal here. Okay. Let's continue. The Dust Worm. Lose 3 health and advance the raiders 1 space. Can we avoid that? No. It says must play this card. The Dust Worm cannot be avoided. So we lose 3 health now and we move 1 space. I've never had a Dustrunner game that went this badly. Seriously. Oh man. Okay. This is just going horribly. By the way, if you choose to use the first card, or if you have to, you cannot look at the other one. You just discard it. That's why I have my discard pile face down. Otherwise I would know what I discard, right? the clear path. The clear path is good because 1 fuel moves us 2 spaces. And I will use the one down here. It doesn't really matter. Okay. And of course, if the raiders now continue moving, then they move the same way we do. We can't just like let them use a longer trek down there, right? That's not possible. Okay. Am I saying there's a lot more to this game than I thought there would be? It's really tense. Yeah, it is really tense, yeah. Goblin Hour Games is asking, did I miss roll crawl? Yes, you did. But if you watch the video on demand after the live stream is done, you can still watch and see how we did. And I would also suggest you watch Doom Machine before that. Just saying. I think you won't regret it. All right. We would have another fight. Oh, I don't want to fight anymore. I'm sick of fighting. I have only 3 health. You know what? No. Let's hope the other card isn't anything bad. It isn't anything bad. This is the ambulance. We can either spend 1 fuel to move 1 space, but at the end of the deck, which we are at now, we always need to spend 1 fuel or the raiders move. We don't want that. Instead, we can use the ambulance to gain 3 health, which we desperately need. And we are through the encounter deck. What happens now? Didi's already saying, yeah, gain 3 health, of course. And then we just shuffle the encounter deck, we put it there, and we continue the game. You have seen pretty much like how the game works, all right? And you do that until one of 3 things happen. Either we lose all health, then we lose. Or the raiders catch up to us, then we lose. Or we actually make all the way down here to that F, and then we win immediately. We don't even continue playing the round, right? You know what? Let me just shuffle that a little bit more, because we had a lot of raiders at the beginning, and I don't care for that too much. Another cut. There we go. All right. I'm ready. Yes. Oh, we should have used the fuel, by the way. Oh no, that's actually kind of bad. Because we could now spend 1 fuel to move 1 space, but we don't have any fuel. Oh no, because we could go 2 spaces, right? Because of our stable track. Well, then we cannot use this card. Then we will use this one here. Either we can spend 1 fuel to move 1 space, or we can gain 2 fuel. Yeah, that's what we need. All right, well, that was bad. We are so unlucky today. Didi saying in cracks we could go 2. Yeah, if I didn't have any fuel. That's the bad thing. Ambulance. Either we move or we gain 3 health. Let's gain 3 health. Let's just be safe, right? Let's be safe. Okay. Goblin Hour Games is saying Jason's been showing previews of his next game on Twitter, and it's looking real good. It is looking really good. I'm really looking forward to that as well. Oh, the farm is amazing. The farm gain 1 health, 1 ammo, and 1 fuel, but the raiders advance 1 space. But that's fine. I will do that because 1 ammo, 1 fuel, and 1 health. Look at this. Look at, we're doing splendidly here. So, did he saying so? You used all the good cards. Doom is about to ascend. Yes. We have the spybot. I don't want to fight the spybot because the spybot makes the raiders move too much. Instead, we will fight a raider. That's fine. Sure. They have 5 health plus 4. Wow. This is a strong one as well. Alright. Let me shuffle these up here. And did you see? What was that? Was there a mohawk or was there a helmet? I think it was a mohawk. Yeah, okay. So the raider actually starts attacking. Okay. Well, let's see if we can make it. So the raider will draw 1 card and deal 2 damage to us. Okay, sure. Thanks. And how much ammo will I spend? I have 9. Let's spend 2 ammo for now. So we do 2 damage plus 3, that's 5. Plus 2, that's 7. Alright, so they only have 2 health left. Alright, and then they will attack again for 3 damage. Wow. And, well, I will not use any ammo because I do plus 2 damage anyway. So that is fine. So we gain 1 ammo here. And also, it was the second card, so we also gain health like this. Okay, wonderful. We actually made that, and the raider will move 1 space. That is really close. That is too close for comfort. If we have another fight now, then we might lose. Again. It's the outpost. That is good. The outpost lets us either gain 2 ammo or spend 1 fuel to move 1 space. Well, you know what I'm going to do, of course. Like this. Okay. And I think we have the last 2 cards for this round, yeah. Another raider. It's not a very strong one. What is here? That's probably another raider, right? I don't know. That is the cool thing in this game, because you actually always discard, like the second card, you always discard face down. So you cannot just count, right? That's a pretty good thing. It's like a push your luck thing, right? Do I want to like fight this raider? 3 health, it's not too much. If I can actually go first, I might be able to win pretty easily. Without taking damage and getting stuff. You know what? I will fight the raider. It's like a push your luck element, right? And the raider starts, of course. But only has 4 health. 3 plus 1. Let's put the 4 right here. And the raider starts and does 1 card. That's 1 damage. Okay. Then I will spend 1 ammo. And I do 2 plus 3 damage. Oh, okay. That's 5 damage. That is easy. So that one is also done. So we get wild. Wild means we can get any of these things that we want, and I think I will actually, call me crazy, but I might go for fuel because we really need fuel. And then we also get health. That is good. Oh no. And the raiders advance 2 spaces. You know what that means, right? And yeah, that's it. Oh, that was a short game. Oh no, that was a very short game. Oh man, yeah, that is actually the shortest game I ever had of Dustrunner. But yeah, that and when the game say oops, yeah, that, you could say oops, yeah. So yeah, that's it. That was a short game. Wow, the shortest game I ever had of Dustrunner. Usually you can get ahead quite well, but if you only have like, I don't know. Like, we had one issue that we drew the cracks at the very beginning when I didn't have any fuel left, right? Otherwise, we could have moved 2 spaces and then I would be already here, right? That would have helped a lot. That was a problem, yeah. That definitely was a problem. Yeah, that's how you play Dustrunners. I don't know. Do you want to try it again? Or do you just leave it at that? And 20 is games is saying, wow, you were recovering from a rough start. 2, good game, even though it was short. Yeah, it was really short. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's kind of late here, but still, if you say you still are up for 1 game, we could try it again, just 1 more time. And if it's a short game again, well, then I guess we just lose. Am I saying Midnight? Yeah, the problem with Midnight is I haven't played it yet. And I think it's too complicated to learn right now, right? It probably would take too long. I think it would take too long. I have heard that it's quite complex. So, yeah. And Tiny Games saying, I can't stay for another time for me to go and do a bit of yard work in the Florida heat. Oh, really? What are you doing? That sounds pretty exhausting. Like, how hot is it in Florida at the moment? Is it too bad? Or is it okay? Kind of okay. Let me just have another drink. So, man, that's pretty bad that this was such a short game. You know what? Let's do another Dustrunner. Let's do one more game of Dustrunner and hope that we can win it this time. Let's do a quick game. And if we lose again, well, then that's fate, I suppose, right? And Emma, I will see to playing Midnight quite soon. Maybe we'll do another live stream with that. Or I will just learn the game and record a video for you. And yeah, then we will do that. I will leave everything the way it is otherwise. I will just shuffle these decks quickly here. There we go. We will need a new modification, a random one. Didi is saying Florida is lovely. It's not really the heat, rather the humidity. So it's about 40 degrees almost. Oh no, that's worse than here. Here we have like 30 or something. Wow. And Morph saying doesn't quick mean losing. I hope not. You can play this game in like 20-30 minutes and win. It's possible. We have shields. That's good. All raiders do 1 less damage. That's fine. And then I think at this time I will choose... the Nitro Boost. With the Nitro Boost, we can just move 2 spaces at the expense of 2 health. And then we shuffle that up again. Like this. And also I think... You know what? Let me... Oh, I made a mistake! Guys, I made a mistake. I could have just redrawn the card with our experience. Right? I told you that we can spend 2 experience, and we had 7, to redraw a resolution card. And then they would have moved only 1 maybe instead of 2, right? So we could actually have 1. So, no, you know what? I will leave the health just like before on 10. I will just leave it this the same way we had it before. Alright, N20 Games, take care. It was very great to see you here. I will talk to you on Twitter at the latest, right? Take care. Okay. We ready? Let's go. Did I forget anything? No, we're fine. Alright, so either we have raiders or we have something else. Let's not fight raiders in the very first round. Let's see what we get here. We can spend 1 fuel to move 2 spaces. You know, and that is a start that I like. Now we are a little bit safer at the beginning. Marv saying could have won or lost later. Yeah, I know. I get the feeling you like seeing me lose. So that raider we will also skip and see what we have here. Either 1 fuel to move 1 space. Yep, we will do that. We don't need to gain 3 health yet. You see, that's how I like a game to start. Craig's. We could use another fuel to move 1 space, but we also need fuel at the end of the round. But I think we will get that. So, I think we will do that. Let's use our last fuel to move 1 more space. So now we are ahead a little bit. That is not bad. So now we can start fighting raiders because we need fuel actually, right? Oh no! There's the farm. We can gain 1 health, 1 ammo, and 1 fuel. Advance the raiders 1 space. We have everything at full, but 1 fuel I will take to advance the raiders 1 space. That's fine. That is okay actually. Okay. And the dust worm we have to fight, we have to resolve. And that means we lose 3 health. And also the raiders advance 1 space. Marv is saying, I like seeing you fight. Winning easily is boring. Yeah, you're right. For sure. For sure, I agree. Okay. We have raiders. You know what? I will actually fight the raiders, I think, because we need some fuel. And they only have 1 health if I fight them immediately. And we gain 1 health for sure. Maybe we can get some fuel. Let's see if we're lucky. So they have 1 health. Plus another 1 health. Okay, well... But the raiders start, so they deal 1 damage to us, but subtract 1 damage from all raider attacks because of our shield, so they don't do any damage. And we do 2 damage already like this, so I don't even need to spend ammo. So they're gone, so we receive 1 health, and we also don't receive anything else, and the raiders move 2. Oh, that is almost a little bit too much for me, to be honest. You know what? I will spend 2 of my experience points to redraw a resolution card. Oh, and with that, we would get 1 ammo, which we don't have, but the raiders only move 1 space. That's fine. That is a lot better. End of the round, we need to spend 1 fuel. That is good. Okay. That's a much, much better start than before. That is how I like the game to start. You see, Dustrunner can be really, really punishing at the very beginning if you're unlucky. Well, you saw it in my first playthrough here. Alright, let's continue here. With the spybot, the raiders would move. I don't like that too much. So let's resolve this card here instead. We can spend 1 fuel to move 1 space, but we can't because we don't have fuel. So, well, That's kind of bad. Do the raiders then move if we can't spend the fuel? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. I don't know actually. No, I don't think so. I guess not. So yeah, let's just continue. Raiders. I could fight them again, right? Just in the hope to get some fuel, because we really need some. So you know what? I will fight those. They only have 1 health. Plus 4 health. They have 5 health. Okay. They're actually quite a threat here. And they start. They start by dealing 2 damage minus 1. So 1 damage. Okay. I will get 1 ammo back for sure. So I will spend 2 ammo to deal 3, 6, 8 damage. That's more than enough. And we get 1 ammo back here as loot. And also, can we get another loot? No, we don't get another loot. And they move 1. Alright, they're getting very close again. We need to be a little bit careful there. So, let's see. Farm is good. Let's definitely take the farm. That's 1 ammo, 1 fuel, and 1 health. And the raiders advance 1 space. They are very close, but now we have fuel. Now we can go again. With the ambulance, we can spend 1 fuel to go 1 space. We will definitely do that. But I will need some more fuel for the end of the round. Otherwise, we may lose. Will we fight those raiders? If we fight them, they also move ahead, right? But we do still have a few experience points. We need some fuel somehow. Otherwise, we lose at the end of the round. But we do have the nitro boost, so that is fine as well. Yeah, I'm always just saying, we have the nitro boost, yeah. I will use it later. We can do that at any time, I think, right? So I will just use it when I actually need it. At the moment, we're still okay. Will I fight the raiders? I don't know. Will I fight them? You know what, let's fight them and see if we can get... No, you know what, I will not fight them. I will see what I get here. Oh no, the dust worm. That means we lose 3 health and the raiders advance 1 space. Okay. Let's see. We have the gas station. The gas station lets us gain 2 fuel. I would definitely do that. Alright. That is that. Okay. So it's the end of the round now. At the end of the round, we need to spend 1 fuel. That's fine. So we're still okay. Because if we can't spend that 1 fuel at the end of the round, then the raiders move 2 spaces. That's why I wanted to have that fuel, you know. So, yeah, and we still have that nitro boost, right? So that one is a very good card. I like to take that quite often because it's a really strong card in my opinion. Alright, let's continue. We have raiders here, which I will not fight. Because I rather like to fight the second raiders because we get more loot. We can spend 1 fuel to move 1 space. Yeah, let's do that. I think let's do that. We will somehow get more fuel later on. Let me just drink a little bit. So, sorry about that. So, I think I will actually not do the farm this time because, well, actually, we could use the health and the fuel, right? But the raiders would also advance. But we can use the fuel and the health. So, okay, let's do it. Okay, let's continue. The spybot I will definitely not encounter because they just make the raiders move. Dustworm, lose 3 health. Oh no. And advance the raiders 1 space. Okay, it's really getting tense here again. We have the outpost. With fuel we can move 1 space. That would be okay. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Then we still need some fuel. But I hope we can get that soon. Ambulance, we can gain 3 health. We would definitely do that. Good. But that is the last round. We haven't gotten any fuel yet. That is kind of bad. Will we fight these raiders? I don't think so. I will not fight them and hope there are raiders here as well. Then we get like double loot for sure. Clear path. We can spend 1 fuel to move to spaces. We can't do that. What I will do instead, I will use my nitro boost instead. So we can advance 2 spaces. And here on the star we get 3 experience points. And that is the end of the round. Now we cannot use 1 fuel to 1 fuel at the end of the round, which we have to. So we have to advance the raiders 2 spaces. But we are closer. We are closer to actually getting to our goal. We only need 2, 4, 6 more spaces. So we could actually make it. Alright. So, let's see what we have here. Here we can gain 2 ammo, or we can spend 1 fuel. Both is not possible, so let's take this card instead, and that is a raider fight. Okay. They have 5 health, plus 2, so that's 7 health. And we start. Okay, 7 health. Let's spend 2 ammo. So now we shuffle all of these resolution cards up again. Ma was saying you need to pay health for the nitro boost. You're right. I forgot about that. Thank you. It's great that I have you. Good that I have all of you, because otherwise I would have done that wrong. You're right. Yeah. Totally forgot about that. I'm a little bit nervous because they're so close again, despite the nitro boost. Alright, so we do 3 damage, plus 3 damage, plus 2. That's 8 damage. That's enough. So, yeah. Very good. That is fine. And then we see we get one ammo. And also we get another ammo. Okay. And the raiders move 1. Oh, they are very close. And we don't have the nitro boost anymore, right? That is pretty bad. Here we can gain a lot of stuff and advance the raiders 1 space, but then we would lose. So I will not do that. Instead, I could spend fuel to move space, but I don't have any fuel because I never get fuel when I defeat the raiders. That is pretty bad. I will not do the spybot because that would make us lose immediately. Let's fight some more raiders. Sure. And this one has 3 health. So I will use 1 ammo, I guess, to deal enough damage to defeat the raider. So we get 1 ammo as loot. And we would get fuel here. But if I do that, then we lose because the raiders would move 1 here, right? So I would actually spend 2 experience points to redraw that. Spend 2 to redraw that one again. Oh man, we need one with 0. And also, I do have many more experience points actually, right? Because every time you defeat a raider, you get 2 experience points. Do you know how many raiders I have defeated so far? If you have an idea, let me know, because then I will add that, because otherwise it's a little bit unfair, right? I forgot to do that. I think it's like 2 or 3 raiders, I think. But you see, now we'll use that card, so they advance not at all, and we gain 1 fuel even. So that is good. That's what you can use the experience for, right? Marv was saying 3. Okay. Then let me add 6 to that. So just to make it a little bit fair, because without that, the game is really, really tough. 2.5. At least 2. You know what? Then let's do it fair. Fair, and let's do 6. Okay. Good. Let's see what else we have. Here I will actually not spend 1 fuel to move 1 space, I think, right? I will rather gain 2 fuel. I think. Oh, that's kind of tough. We could be safe by moving 1 space, but we need fuel later on anyway. You know what? I will gain 2 fuel and just hope that this doesn't come back to haunt me. We have a raider here, which I will not fight. I will hope for some advancement. Yeah, spend 1 fuel to move 1 space. We could also heal, but we also need to get ahead. We really do. Alright, and... Oh, 1 fuel. And the clear path I will definitely use. That's 1 fuel to move 2 spaces. So 1, 2. 2 more spaces and we got it. Okay. It's a close game, but you see it's always a close game, right? Or like often at least, but this game is going much better because we didn't have that bad start that we had the first game. So yeah, luckily. Luckily. That was really bad. I mean, I don't know what happened the first game. That was pretty bad. Alright, so now it should be shuffled quite well. Let's do another cut. Oops, there we go. Alright, let's continue. Oh, by the way, at the end of the round, we need to spend that fuel. Farm. At the farm, we can get everything, and the raider would advance 1 space. Final round, Kiosk Therain is saying, I hope so. Gain, yeah, I will gain all of that. Gain 1 fuel, 1 health, ammo we have full, and the raider advance 1 space. Also, we would have gotten 3 experience going over that star. I forgot about that. Like the experience thing, I always forget. Although I've played the game a few times, but I always forget that. We can use 1 fuel to move 1 space. Yes, please. All right, 1 more space. We don't have fuel for that, right? But theoretically, 1 more space. The outpost. We could spend 1 fuel to move 1 space, which we can't. We can also gain 2 ammo, which we also can't. So I will skip that and see what we get here. It's a raider. All right, 6 health plus 2 health. That's 8 health. Okay, but it's a wild. Wild means that we can get 1 fuel for sure. You know, that is really good. All right. Then the raider is starting to fight, and the raider will actually draw 2 cards. All right. So card number 1. That's 0 damage. Card number 2, that's 1 damage, -1 because we have these shields, right? So no damage to us. That is great. I will spend, you know what? I will go all out. I will spend 3 ammo. That is 0 damage. That is 2 damage. And another 2. That's 2, 4, 6 damage. That's not quite enough yet. Not quite. Okay. Then it's the raider's turn again. They do 3 -1, 2 damage. That's 2 damage. Okay, we have 3 health left, but I will not use any ammo because we do 2 damage anyway, so the raider is gone. So we get a wild. I will definitely take that fuel. And we also get another fuel. Yeah, perfect. 2 fuel. And the raiders will move 1. Alright, now we're in a pretty good spot. Except for the health, right? But apart from the health, we are doing quite well. Clear path, you may spend 1 fuel to move 2 spaces. There we go. That's it. And then the game ends immediately. I don't even need to like continue like until the end of the deck or whatever, right? We just win. So I'm very, very happy that we tried Dustrunner a second time. Because the first game was really short. It was really, really, like, yeah, I don't know. It was really devastating. But, yeah, we actually made it now, so that is really cool. And you saw how much fun I had, and you had a lot of fun watching too as well, I think. And I think it is at least as good as Tin Helm by Jason Glover, maybe even a little bit better. So, it probably won't come as a surprise to you that this game is, of course, also getting the Thecos Silver Age of Games Award. It's a very, very good game. Really well done in such a small package. A lot of game, right? Not quite getting the gold one again, just because I think it does need a few expansions to like be exciting for like 10, 20, 30 games, right? But it's a really good game. It's fun. And it's really tense. You always have to like be kept on your toes to kind of win, right? As you could see. All right. Woohoo, nice work, excellent win, and a smiley face. Well, thank you. I'm very happy as well. So, yeah, that went quite well. So, I'm glad we tried it a second time.